Welcome to a special edition of the Three Down Nation podcast. I'm John Hodge, and I'm joined by star Saskatchewan Huskies quarterback Anton Amundrud. Anton, how's it going?
It's going great. Thanks for having me.
Hey, it's our pleasure. We really appreciate you joining us. And where are you joining us from? I imagine you're in Saskatoon.
Yeah, I'm in Saskatoon at the Williams building on campus here, where we're doing our training camp. So it's going good.
Awesome. Well, I want to get into it right away, and fortunately, this is a great chapter in your story. Last season, for those who don't know, our listeners, our viewers, you threw for 14 touchdowns, no picks over 5 games, and then were forced to cease playing football for a bit after you were diagnosed with lymphoma. And you have agreed to share your story, and we're so excited to hear it. Let's start with the unfortunate part, and that was the diagnosis. How did that come about, and how did you react? How did the team react, and how did your family react to that unfortunate diagnosis?
It all kind of started around week 4 during the regular season. I started feeling ill, wasn't getting the best sleeps, night sweats, things like that. We couldn't really figure out what was going on. So we were going for multiple tests, and I had to miss our game against Alberta in week 6. And then we went into the bye week. We still weren't too sure what was going on. Then we ended up going to the doctor. They ended up running tests on me for months till we found out what it was. And then, yeah, I was in the hospital for a couple of months here at RUH, and they found out it was peripheral T cell lymphoma. And from there, yeah, it was 6 rounds of chemo over the next 4.5 months, and then just yeah, a long recovery from then. It was quite the shock. Not what I was expecting going into the hospital. I thought it would just be like something quick, antibiotics, get me back on the field, we're good to go. But it was a little more serious than that. But yeah,
As a football player, you're worried about knee tendons and soft tissue in the ankle, right? So I'd imagine that was quite a shock. When you first got that diagnosis, for people who maybe don't know anything about lymphoma, what was the prognosis from doctors?
prognosis was you have, I guess, pretty much a 40%, 30% chance of, I guess, survival in the next 5 years. But it's just a number, honestly. Like, I had a great support system. I know I got great people around here that take care of me and people who look out for me. So, that's just a number at the end of the day, and I'm happy to be here.
Tell us some of the people who you leaned on during that time. I mean, chemotherapy is a very challenging treatment to undergo, and I'd imagine whether it's coaches, teammates, and of course family members, friends. Who are some of the people who helped you out, and how are they able to keep you positive on some of those what I'd imagine were really challenging days?
Yeah, my parents, first off, were very huge throughout it all. They were down here in Saskatoon, staying in dorms and living here every single day for months. Like they were by my side the whole way through it. Coaches as well, the support from them, anything I needed, they were there to help, and it was just fantastic. Teammates visiting me in the hospital all the time as well, and even when I got out of the hospital, always looking to lend a hand anytime I needed it. And my roommates as well, a couple former teammates, Riker Frank, Nathan Goulet, Cam Skinner, Jordan Resnick, all those guys just super helpful. Anything I needed, we kept it very light around the house. Like they were very fun to be around. We joke around, we just act like everything was normal, and it helped a lot. So I couldn't be more grateful for those guys.
So you get the support, you go through your chemo. I'm curious, when timeline wise did it become apparent that you might get the opportunity to play football again?
Yeah, when I was done chemo, I got declared in remission. Sorry, in April. And after that, it was starting off very slow with workouts and stuff in April, taking it pretty easy. And once I hit like May and stuff, after a month post recovery, when I could start like moving more and getting stronger and getting my muscle back and all that, it started to click with me that hey, like I still have 3 months here to train. Like I can do this. I can get back on the field. And sure enough, without the help from Joel Lipinski, our strength conditioning coach, and our head physio Stephanie Pepler, like those people got me back to where I am, and I couldn't be more thankful.
During your recovery, and obviously football is very much secondary when it comes to your life and your wellness and your health with this type of challenge. But I'm curious, during recovery, did you think at all about your football future? And if so, had you kind of accepted that maybe you wouldn't get the opportunity to play again?
To be honest, as soon as I got out of the hospital in November, all I could think about was football. I just wanted to get back out there and take my mind off things. Football's my love. I enjoy football so much. Being out there with your best friends, playing ball, it's no better feeling. So right when I got out of the hospital, all I could think of was football. I never really crossed my mind that I might not be able to play again. I've always just kind of been very optimistic. I'm a pretty optimistic guy, so I've always been very positive about I'm going to be back on that football field. So yeah.
Well, I think everybody across the country is thrilled to see you back on the field. In the media, we're not supposed to cheer for players, but I think everybody's been rooting for you to get back on the field, get healthy, and show us what you can do. And I wanted to ask you, this is your last year of eligibility.
Yep. Last year.
A lot of folks who have followed the Saskatchewan Huskies, they know the names like Daniel Weeb, Riker Frank, some guys who are now no longer there. And we'll talk about Daniel Weeb a little bit later in this episode because I do want to ask you about what he's been doing with the Saskatchewan Roughriders. But as someone who's going into the 2026 season as a veteran quarterback with some fresh faces around him in the backfield, the receiving core, who are some of the players you're excited to play with and that fans should know going into this 2026 campaign?
Yeah, I'm excited to play with everyone, but we got guys like Rhett Vavra, who his season ended early last year with a knee injury. He's back. He's good to go. We got Caden Miller, who's been waiting his turn behind Riker Frank. He's been a beast for us all his 5 years. He's going into his fifth year as well. Tommy Joulet, he's a stud. Like we got a ton of guys. Dawson Lenny, he was at East West this year. He's also a stud. Got a bunch of we're a pretty old group, like, we're pretty veteran still, and we've always had great depth, I felt, so those guys are ready to go, and they're ready to get slotted in and go.
Last year, Weeb was the Canada West Player of the Year, ended up getting, of course, that conference nomination for the Heck Crichton Trophy. Didn't win it, but he has gone on to make the Saskatchewan Roughriders, play for them a bunch this year, getting reps on offense, also on special teams. As a returner, what has it been like watching him get the opportunity to not only play professionally, but do it for his hometown team?
Yeah, it's awesome, it's something he's always been super passionate about and always wanted to play for the Rough Riders since I knew him. He's been super passionate about that, and the work that guy puts in, it just shows why he's doing what he's doing out there in the CFL. Like, he's a phenomenal athlete, a phenomenal player, and a phenomenal person, to be honest. He's 101. That guy is very special.
And as mentioned, you played the first 5 games of last season. The club ended up having a lot of success with Jake Farrell at the quarterback position in replacement of you. I know you were obviously focused primarily on your health, but how involved at all were you with the team? And what was it like getting the opportunity to see those guys make it all the way to the Vanier Cup?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, Jake did a phenomenal job stepping into the circumstances he had to step into. He played great getting the boys to the Vanier Cup, and after every game, I usually would just shoot him a text, let him know, like, "Hey, I'm rooting for you. You're doing great." Like, little things like that. Like, I didn't want to be too involved. Like, let him do his thing. But if he ever needed me, I told him, I'm here for you if you need anything. And yeah, the guys did great. They rallied around Jake, and he was a leader. It was good.
The Huskies have been a Canada West powerhouse the last many years. They've won 3 Hardy Cups just since 2021, and they've had 3 appearances in the Vanier Cup, have fallen short in each of those, several of them very close losses. I'm curious, what are your goals for this season? Is it to get back to the Hardy, to win the Hardy, get back to the Vanier, or to even become the first Huskies team since 1998 to win a national championship?
Yeah, I think big focus is obviously, coach preaches it, take it day by day, and we know that. But at the same time, we know we have a special group, and we know we're a special team. So we know at the end of the year, everyone wants to be in that Vanier and win that Vanier, and that's our goal at the end of the year. That's everyone's goal. But I think we got a super special group, and that's what we're going to be pushing for. So we're excited.
The OUA, the Ontario Conference, is getting underway this weekend. The rest of the 3 conferences in the country have to wait another week. So we are still about a week and a half out from the Saskatchewan regular season opener. But I'm curious, as someone who again has had to overcome this really big health challenge and is now having this triumphant return to the field. How are you planning to manage the emotions of what I'm sure will be a very emotional game for you?
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to get it going. I feel like a little kid at Christmas. I'm just counting down the days till we can start this regular season. And I guess we got a preseason here coming up against Alberta this Thursday, so I'm really looking forward to that too. But yeah, I'm antsy to get back out there. It's what I love to do, and I can't wait to go out there with my best friends and go play some football. I can't wait.
Have you been given an indication as to how much you might play in that preseason game?
Nope, nope. I'm just gonna go in there and play till they pull me out. So I'd play the whole game if they let me.
Well, the regular season will start on September 5th in Manitoba, and then you'll get to return for the homecoming game in Saskatoon against the Calgary Dinos on Friday, September 11th. I'm sure the atmosphere at Griffith Stadium is going to be electric for that one. Hometown crowds there, or homecoming crowds there, are always very strong. And I think we're all excited to see what the Huskies and, of course, yourself, Anton, can do in 2026. So thank you so much for joining us today. We wish you all the best, and we're excited to see what you do out there.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.